Welcome to Blood in the Snow Radio, where we give you the latest news and interviews with the best in Canadian genre cinema. Here are your hosts, Robert Bellamy and Festival Director Kelly Michael Stewart.
We are on day 4, for me, of Blood in the Snow 2024. What I'll do is I'll get you to introduce yourself, your project and how you're connected, and a little synopsis of what it's about.
Amazing. So, hi, my name is Kaela Egert. I am from Alberta, and I made Dance of the Faery. I'm the writer, director, and producer. And it's essentially taking what you think fairies are and flipping it on its head. I really wanted to challenge myself to make something scary that isn't typically scary, and what's not scary. Like, fairies, come on. Tinkerbell. Who is scared of Tinkerbell? You're going to be, because, I focus more on the folklore and the Irish, original tales of fairies, and they are not cutesy little fairies.
No, they are not.
They are really mean to people.
This was a great drawback to that, because just like mermaids, they've been, happy-eyed, I guess, if it's a word. And they were never quite like that.
No, definitely not. And this proof of concept, actually, I do want to turn it into something much bigger to focus on how it has much deeper themes of how westernizing culture can be really damaging, and erasing history is quite dangerous and we really shouldn't do it. But that's the much deeper meaning of scary fairies.
What's that phrase? Those who forget history are doomed to repeat it.
Oh my gosh. See?
Yes.
There we go.
What made you dig into this particular topic? Was it Tinkerbell?
Actually, funnily enough, a little bit, yes. My mom is obsessed with Tinkerbell. She's loved Tinkerbell my whole life. So she's always been around in my childhood. And when I was thinking of cute things that aren't scary, I was like, oh my God, Tinkerbell. My mom has a tattoo of Tinkerbell. She's not scary at all. Let's make her scary. So
did you ever go, hey, Mom, watch this?
She's actually in the movie.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Yeah, there is, she plays the mother in the film, who's just a voice on the phone, but I got my mom to do it over the phone. So that's her acting debut for me, was in the film.
And she was okay with the villainization of her Tinkerbell.
Yeah, she really thought it was funny that I chose that topic. She thought I was kidding. She thought it was going to be much more comedic. And then when I showed her the final film, she was like, this is not what I was expecting at all. So it was really cool to see her reaction to it.
That is excellent. Mm-hmm. The location is very unique. Was that something you found, or did you have to search for that?
Yeah, that one I really lucked out on. Well, a good friend of mine actually owned that house. And I was like, hey, I'm filming a scary thing. Where can I film this? And he was like, do I have the place for you? And yeah, it's just his old family home on an acreage, out in the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, oh my God, isolated, scary, perfect. And it cost me $0, which is the best part.
That's the best for the budget right there. Yes. So you said you want to expand on this into a feature, I assume.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
The next step.
Mm-hmm.
Would it all focus around the house, or is there more story that you want to explore?
Much, much, much more to the story. The house is going to be a very small snippet of it. I do want to incorporate some time jump elements as well, of going back to period times and seeing the original beliefs of fairies and exploring that from Ireland. So I want to incorporate little snippets and moments of that as well.
Even the challenge of doing period stuff.
Yes.
Because, that's not easy either.
Never. Of course not. You say period, and then everybody who might give you money is like, you know what, never mind. That sounds hard. But I want to do it anyway.
Well, it's hard to find a stove from 1812.
Oh my God, isn't it?
Right?
Yes.
No, not on eBay.
Yeah, I checked Amazon. They seem to be sold out. So...
Now, how hard was it to put this together? Because it's a self-contained location, just a few actors. Was there any difficulty in getting that ball rolling?
I was really nervous about getting my main lead, because she is what really is holding this whole film together. I needed somebody who could act without being big, without being really expressive and everything, and having facial reactions that are just too much, because I know it's really easy to fall into that with horror. And when I found Sarah, she's actually from Toronto, and she was happenstance in my little city of Red Deer in Alberta when I was filming, and she responded to an ad I posted on Facebook, and I was like, "You are my saving grace. You are amazing." And she is what gave me so much hope that this film was going to do amazing. So thank goodness for her.
The stars lined up for that one.
Yes, they did.
It's always interesting when things like that happen. One of our guests today is actually a filmmaker from Chatham, which is where I'm from.
Wow.
I've never met her. But yet we're both in Toronto at the same time. So it's that same kind of principle.
Crazy.
When it's supposed to happen, it will. And that was supposed to happen.
That's incredible.
So is she going to be kind of the go-to for the feature? Or is there
I would love if she could do something for the feature. Absolutely. She's doing great, and she's very busy, but there's no doubt I'll be contacting her.
And Sarah, what was her name?
Sarah Bowden.
Yes?
Yes.
Excellent. So look for Sarah Bowden.
Yes.
Now, when you were scripting this, did you run into any hurdles, or did the story kind of was it there?
I definitely struggled a lot with trying to figure out how to make people scared of something they can't see. Because with my very limited budget of $0, obviously I didn't have the special effects budget to show the fairies like how I would have wanted to. So they're never on screen. You just hear them. And I needed to figure out a way to make that scary. I think I did okay.
Oh, yeah, you did great.
I mean, it made it here.
Yeah.
But that was the biggest challenge for sure.
And sometimes what you can't see is scarier than what you can see.
Exactly.
Jaws proved that.
There we go. See? There
right?
we go.
So there you go. The next part for the fairies, if you can't see them, just stick little buoys on them. And that way you know where they are.
I'll just put them underwater.
There we go.
There we go. We'll do like a fairy mermaid hybrid, like you were saying. Mermaids are scary too. We'll make that a thing. That's the sequel, guys. Stay
Trademark,
tuned for
registered, copyright. Nobody take that. Have you done shorts in the past, or any features, or any other filming?
No, this is my very first film ever. Yeah, I went to film school, so I was on like student film sets, but this was my very first project I'd ever like written or directed myself. So this is my first little baby.
Okay, I never would have guessed that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Not in a million years.
That would have been really bad if you were like, yeah, I could tell.
Well, no, sometimes with new filmmakers, you can, like, they hold a shot too long, or the composition's not quite there, or sound issues. No, this was great.
Thank
for
you.
A first shot.
Thank you.
The sad thing is, now you set that bar pretty darn high.
Dang it. Okay, here we go. Time to be stressed.
Do you have other projects coming up, like you've been working on?
Yeah, absolutely. My little brother is actually also a writer, so is my older brother. And my younger brother, Dawson, he has come up with a really amazing horror concept. He's so amazingly conceptual, and he just keeps bringing me scripts and ideas. And he's like, can we make this? Can we make this? Can we make this? And I'm like, oh my God, yes. So he's my new writer, and I've just become his director. Because he has like no experience in this at all. He's just extremely creative and loves movies. And now we're working on this short called Coyote. And we're really, really, really excited about it. We think it's going to be quite something special.
How far into production are you? Are you still in the early pre-production?
Yeah, definitely early pre-production. We're still in the writing process and trying to figure out how to mold this story, because it is so unique in what it is, which is hard to find in horror, I think, anyways. A lot of people kind of just do the same idea, which isn't a bad thing. It can always be done in different ways, but I've never seen anything like this before.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I have to ask then, coming out of film school, it's kind of a culture shock, because in film school, they have the most amazing cameras, the most amazing lights, and things you can draw on. Not so much once you're out of school.
Yeah.
How did that affect you?
Well, luckily I made this film in my practicum year, so I did still have the access to the fancy equipment.
Oh, good.
Thank goodness for me. But now trying to plan this new upcoming short with my brother, it's definitely seems a lot more challenging, because I'm like, well, I had these fancy lights before. Why can't I have them now?
Now we're using cell phones.
Oh yeah, it's taking a lot more creativity, I guess, and trying to figure out how to overcome those little like lighting challenges, especially. But I'm still excited.
Well, and that's the thing too. When you're an independent film, you're not just one thing.
Never.
You can try. but it will not happen. Does that affect, like, if you're directing, does the other things, do they ever nag into the back of your head where you can't?
Definitely. No, absolutely. Well, when I was making Dance of the Fairy, I was also, of course, I was doing props and set deck, and I was the casting director, and I was the technical, like, producer of it all. And
so
like,
you weren't craft services.
I was craft services.
Oh, you were?
I also was craft services. Yes, took a lot of Costco runs for snacks for people for sure. But it is hard sometimes to like keep your gaze focused on like the matter at hand, being a director, and like what's actually going on in front of the camera. Because in the back of my head, it's like, well, is the snack stocked up? Is everybody happy? Like, is that prop like where it's supposed to be? Like It takes a lot of redirecting focus, and when you're a little ADHD prone, it can be hard. But I definitely recommend not doing a billion roles at once if you can help it.
Have you ever jumped in front of the camera?
I did.
Yes?
One time, yes. I was on a short film that was directed by two good friends of mine, and it was just a short film. But I don't think I've ever had as much fun on a set before as being an actor. It almost feels kind of freeing in a way.
You have one job.
I have one job. No one's going to ask me to do anything but read my lines. This is amazing. I don't need to worry about what the budget is or like whether or not this person shows up. That is not on me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved acting in that one role so much. And I've kind of been chasing that ever since. So if anybody needs an actress,
Just saying.
just saying.
How do people find you? Like, just to keep track of, like Dance of the Fairy and Coyote coming up. Like, how would they find you?
Yeah, so the best way for me would definitely just be through my personal Instagram account. That's where I post everything that I have going on. Do you have a handle for it? I can tell you a handle for it.
Fire away.
Amazing. It's just my name. That's it. I'm not that fancy. But yeah.
Keep it simple.
As long as you know my first and last name, you know me. That's
Excellent.
it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and good luck in the festival.
Thank you.
And again, amazing work for
You're
a first time.
so nice. Thank
Amazing
you
work.
so much.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of Three Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jan Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart. I am Eduardo Correa.